Hey folks, so I got another Star Trek mission crate here. I've received this, I'm not actually sure when I received this, I was away. It was waiting for me on my front porch, and it was still there, if you can believe it. I've registered for this, I don't actually remember when, because these crates were supposed to be sent every 3 months or so, and they've been very, very sporadic. I don't actually remember when the last time I got one. And I've paid in advance for, I can't remember how many of them. This is my 5th one. It may very well be the last one that I've paid for. I honestly won't really expect any more after that, although I have to look at my financial information. But until I figured out for sure, I thought, well, it's there. Why not open it up for everybody and figure out what's inside? It's very light. The box itself is very plain. The very first one, they had the box looks like one of the shuttle from the original series, which was really cool. After that, the boxes have been rather plain. So let's open it up and see what's in there. Okay, so let's do this quick. Normally I would do this with my assistant, but my assistant is asleep. And I've actually had this for waiting to open this for a week, so I figure I may as well do that now. So the first thing we have is a piece of clothing. So the other crates, the one before them was specifically about Star Trek Voyager. The only one they haven't really done so far is Enterprise. They haven't really done much about Discovery either, but in any case, what we have here is actually a pretty cool yellow shirt. I don't know if you can see that, with the USS Enterprise, the original USS Enterprise. I do already have a green shirt with the original USS Enterprise. It's not quite the same perspective, but it's a pretty cool design. So I'm quite happy with that. So let's put that in here. Well, the camera can't really see it, but anyway. So the next, I like to do these things blind. So this is just a notebook, but shaped like an old school communicator. So you open it up, and one of the pages kind of looks like the inside of a communicator. So it's kind of gimmicky, but so far everything points out to it being themes. The main theme being the original series. So we'll see what else we have. A double badge, in the sense that it has 2 points of attachment at the back. Again, actually, that's the way you're supposed to look at it. I don't know why I was showing it upside down. It says Constitution Class USS Enterprise NCC 1701. It is a change from previous boxes, where they would just give you some kind of communicator badge. Oh, yeah. So I'll just leave it here, I guess. What else? This is a big thing that I want to keep for the end. That is a Star Trek Online redemption code thing. I'm not going to show you what it is, because you would need to have one of those. I do play the game on very rare occasions, but I haven't really worked out I don't play it enough for that to really be of any use to me. So that looks like this should be more than. So again, this is kind of gimmicky. We have a set of 4. There might be more. I couldn't find any more in the box, so I think that's it. We've got 4 again. I say it's geared towards the original series, but so far it's mostly the original Enterprise, because we've got like 4 coasters. I'm showing the saucer section of the Enterprise. This will go quite nicely with our pizza cutter that I got a few years ago, which also is of the original Enterprise. Let's see what these. So just a thank you card from Loot Crate, nothing particularly useful. And a Mr. Spock air freshener. I believe that's not the first time they've done this, because I think I already have a Vulcan Salute air freshener, vanilla scent. Well, it's gonna stay in blister anyway. And finally, because I don't think there's anything. Well, I'll have a final look inside the box. But the last thing is the big. Yeah, okay. I should have guessed it. So this is like a small display model of the original USS Enterprise. It's interestingly a slightly bigger scale than the very first mission crate that had a scale model of the Enterprise D, which I've got right here. It's on the same scale, because if you look at them side by side, they seem to be sort of somewhat the same. Somewhat the same size. The Enterprise D is supposed to be quite a bit bigger than the original Enterprise. So it doesn't really say. I'm not seeing any scale information in here, but it has a display stand, which, if you have a look at this one, it's got like this transparent arm that is carrying it magnetically, and I suspect, actually no, this doesn't have a magnet. This is just it's got a transparent arm as well, but it'll just hook up. I'm guessing it'll hook up to the main ship somehow. Another thing I should point out is, if you look at the, now I might be wrong, and I probably am, but looking at the nacelles, again, sorry about the flare, looking at the nacelles, they look very much like the style that was put in place in the J.J. Abrams reboot about 10 years ago. Having said that, I think they're also the same style as the Enterprise that you see in Discovery. So you could also see it as that, being sort of like Pike's ship as opposed to James T. Kirk's ship. So yeah, that's, I believe, it for this unboxing of this Loot Crate mission crate. Obviously very much dedicated towards the original Enterprise, and the inside only has the, I don't know if you can see that, the inside of the box only has the sort of the logo of the Federation in there. So a few interesting things. I wouldn't be surprised if this was going to be the last one ever. This particular loot crate was very attractive when I first advertised it, but it's been a real pain to come to us, the subscribers. And I'm quite glad to have had all of this memorabilia, even though some of it has been, I don't know, again, kind of gimmicky, like this communicator notepad. Yeah, it's not the first time you see a notepad like that, but it just seems, as a kind of thing to collect, it just, I don't know, doesn't seem very substantial. So that will be me for this unboxing. I hope you found it interesting, and I don't know what I'm going to do next unboxing, because I'm not really subscribed to any more of this stuff at the moment, so it very much depends. But I will see you again on this channel for another video at some point. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.